Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called, If a Man Think Himself of Being Spectacular, He's Absent and Have Bamboozled Himself. Let me say it again. If a man think himself of being spectacular, he's absent and have bamboozled himself. What you see on the screen is my favorite rap artist of all time, and that's rapper Rick Ross. Okay, this guy is a phenomenal rapper. I know y'all probably saying, how can you be a spiritual guy and listen to rap? Well, hey, we're not perfect, you know. I don't listen to a lot of rap. And a lot of rap, I listen to it just to see exactly how I can apply, what's happening in the Bible. But I still listen to rap music, but I don't necessarily live by what they're talking about. It's entertainment, and that's all it is entertainment. But when it comes to rap music, this is the particular individual that I listen to. And this is what it looks like when someone think of themselves being spectacular. A man thinking of himself being spectacular, this is what it would look like, what you see on the screen. And in this word, I'm going to show you in the spiritual world, it's a lot of individuals that have this persona, that have this type of swag, that have this type of confidence about themselves, and that's off. You see, because what we're going to deal with in this word is about humility, meekness, modesty, humble. We're going to open the word up in Galatians chapter 6, verses 2 and 3. And again, man, you got a lot of individuals, not even in the biblical world, just in the world in general, man. They think of themselves of being spectacular. And guess what? At once upon a time, I was the same person. I thought of myself being somebody spectacular. So all of you individuals that have that type of confidence about yourself, you're going to find out, man, that you're absent and you have bamboozled yourself, man. In Galatians 6, verse 2, it reads, Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Yahushua. So as part of fulfilling the law of Yahushua, we have to bear one another's burdens, you see. Verse 3 tell you, For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. You see that? So if you can't bear ye one another's burdens, then guess what? You can hang it up, man. If you too important, if you feel that you too important to help others, dude, you're nothing, man. In Galatians 6, verse 3, it says, For if a man think himself to be something, if a man think himself to be spectacular, okay, when he is nothing. In other words, he may think he's spiritually spectacular, but really he's proud. Really, he's spiritually blind. Really, he's spiritually weak. He's empty. He's an individual that has no charity, that has no love, you see. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. He mislead. His mind misleads him. Okay? When a man have an opinion and suppose himself to be extraordinary person, man, his mind is going to mislead him, man. You see that? Because if you're not bearing one another's burdens, if you're not investing in helping others, but you're focusing on yourself, it's all about me. Dude, you ain't spectacular. You're nothing. You're nata. You see? And this just don't apply to those in the spiritual world. Also in the regular world, man. Individuals that think of themselves of being spectacular, they really nothing, man. Yeah. In Philippians, man, we're gonna bring you chapter 2, verses 3 and 4, man, as we get ready to close out this word, man. Just bear with me here, man. Again, what's the name of the lesson, man? If a man think himself of being spectacular, okay, he's absent and have bamboozled himself. And in Philippians chapter 2, verse 3, man, and it says, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. You see that? That's cold-blooded, man. So in other words, dude, you are to be humble and meek. All right? That's what lowliness of mind is, being humble, being meek, man. Okay? And esteeming others better than themselves. See that? It's not about you. You see? But when a man think of himself of being spectacular, he's going to think it's all about him. But see, you have to humble yourself and you have to be meek, man, and think of esteeming others better than you, man. Yeah. And in verse 4, it says, look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others, man. You see that? So you should focus more on others' interests and not your own interests, man. See? Because when you're in the spirit of humility, when you're in the spirit of being meek, when you're in the spirit of being modest, when you're in the spirit of being humble, you will be able to focus more on others' interests. You will be able to look at others as being more important than yourself. But when you full of pride, when you proud, when you spiritually blind, when you spiritually weak, when you are empty, when you have no charity and no love, guess what, man? You're going to look at yourself as someone extraordinary, someone that have an opinion of being extraordinary. But in the end, your mind is misleading you, man. What you see on the screen is what it looked like when a man think of himself of being spectacular, man. But the reality of it is he's absent and have bamboozled himself, man. Because at the end of the day, it's about us helping one another. It's about us focusing more on others' interests because this is what's going to allow you to fulfill the law of Yahushua, man. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand certain people, put on some clothes, some good smelling cologne, some nice shoes, a coat. You go out, man, you feeling good, smelling good. I get it. But see, you have to be humble when you do that. You can look just like Rick Ross on this screen. But see, if you in a modest state, if you humble, if you practicing humility, then this is a beautiful thing. But this doesn't look like a person that's demonstrating humility. This doesn't look like a person that's meek. This doesn't look like a person that's modest. This doesn't look like a person that's humble. This look like a person that think of himself as spectacular. This somebody that's proud, man. Yeah, dig that. You see? What's the name of the lesson, man? If a man think of himself of being spectacular, he's absent and have bamboozled himself, man. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about helping others. See, it's about focusing on others' interests, man. You see, that's where you become big. That's what makes you spectacular. You see, when you look at others, when you focus on others, when you put your energy on bettering others, uplifting others, bettering others, showing charity, showing love, that's what make you spectacular. And they're going to look at you that way. But when you look at yourself as being spectacular, you are absent. You are nothing, man. And you have bamboozled yourself, man. So I'm going to tell you like this, man. Y'all better humility up. Y'all better meek up. Y'all better modest up. Y'all better humble up and pride down. Proud down. You dig? Shalom, man.